I'm at Planned Parenthood today with the Executive Director, Shelley Sweetall, and we're here to talk about a new space that they've moved into, as well as some fundraising. But Shelley, before we get into all of that, I want you to tell us more about what Planned Parenthood does.
Oh, certainly, yeah, for sure. Thanks for coming out today, and we're excited to celebrate our grand opening here today. Planned Parenthood Regina is a nonprofit agency that provides education and sexual health clinic services, and the education part and the sexual health clinic services part are about prevention, not intervention. So how to prevent unplanned pregnancies. So a lot of contraceptives and that kind of thing, as well as for the older demographics, we do pap checks and that sort of thing.
And you've moved into a new space. Why was this somewhere you wanted to move to on Francis Street in Regina?
Well, we figured that it was time for a move. We've been in the old building for about 20 years already, and there were a couple of issues. One was parking, and another was just the visibility, because it was right on Victoria Avenue, and some people feel that this type of service isn't something that they want people to see them coming in, and so we're a little more discreet here, not right on Victoria Avenue. Additionally, we really wanted to expand our clinical services, so now we have 3 exam rooms instead of 2.
And as far as fundraising goes, you're launching something new. Tell us about this initiative.
Oh, I'm so excited to tell you about this. Today we're launching a 100 Women movement, and we are calling it a reality check. And what we're doing is we're challenging 100 women in our community to each raise $1,000 to help us extend our clinical services and educational services here in the community to respond to the growing demands of our community. We have an increased number of people trying to come and see us at Planned Parenthood Regina, and our community is expanding, so we want to be able to provide those services.
Are you looking for women to sign up to be the 100 women to do this?
Absolutely. We are looking for women to sign up if you want to pay it forward in our community. Let's talk about what is the reality for a sexually transmitted infection and unplanned pregnancies, and let's raise that conversation and let's invest in our own communities. So we're calling on women leaders who will help us do that. The kind of funding we have doesn't address our growing need. It might be fine for maintaining the status quo, but our community is changing, and we're getting more and more people. So even though we've had great support provincially and nationally, we need more.
Why do you think there is a growing need for Planned Parenthood?
Well, I think that the number of sexually transmitted infections is on the rise, and Saskatchewan is one of the highest provinces, and the number of unplanned pregnancies, sadly, is continuing to rise in Saskatchewan. A recent report from the Saskatchewan Prevention Institute highlighted some of that, and we really feel that we have a role to play. And even with our newcomers to Saskatchewan, there's more demands for healthcare services, and we want to complement the other services that are already provided in the community.
What are some of the stories you hear from people about why this is a valuable service?
Well, we hear stories, and we're working on a few of our testimonials right now. One of the stories that I found completely disheartening was to hear one person. She had one child already, and she was wanting to go back to school to take her journalism degree. And she was waiting for an IUD. She was on a list for an 8-month wait, and during that time she got pregnant. And so it made it more challenging for her to go through her educational program. And so that kind of thing, waiting for a period of time for an IUD is also a challenge. And we like to be able to provide that service where we can. And a number of people in our education program are reporting that some misconceptions about sexually transmitted infection. And we would like to respond to some of those needs. You know, parents are asking us, how do I talk to my kids about sex? And we would like them to have that information. So we'd like to develop some of those programs. So those are some of the stories that we're hearing.
Thanks for your time today, Shelley.
Thank you.